I know you're fucking listening, Niantic.
For real, though. Like...
You're spying on us, and we know you are.
You are, and then you know we got the ideas, so please just throw me a little bit of
goodies,
money.
Please.
You don't even have to give me money, just give me some raid passes.
Or give me a shiny Pikachu.
Or, hear me out, infinite super incubator.
Yes. Give us that,
just one.
Please.
I don't care if it looks weird.
Yes.
I want something, because we're giving you idea after idea.
That I think we need to make a Christmas wish list.
Oh, Chris, already?
Yes.
For the third part of the trifecta of holiday or whatever. These assholes, like, trifecta? You talking about, like, the Walmart family, the Sam, whatever, Sam Walton?
Those horrible people.
All the Christmas shit that's already out?
Well, it's everywhere, and Halloween hasn't passed yet Christmas is out.
Yeah, it's literally the middle of Halloween, right? Isn't there, like, 31 days of Halloween?
Mm-hmm. It's true, and it's already out, and it's upsetting me a lot. But Niantic, ultimately, though, you still need to hook us up, because literally everything we've talked about, I know one of your people, some plebeian, some peasant, I don't know who.
That's right.
Is clearly listening.
Teach these devils.
And is giving the ideas and maybe getting some ass from it. I don't know.
Oh, man, I would love to get ass from my ideas.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Ass is life. But... someone there is listening. We appreciate it, of course, because I'm glad you can listen to good advice when you hear it.
Oh, yeah.
But, come on, dude. Like, JackJack1620, you could just go into my account, give us some goodies, maybe turn up the shiny rates. Like, I don't know. Help us out.
That's JayTISN, JayTI7N.
Mm-hmm. Or give us infinite bag space. Just don't tell anyone. I won't tell a soul. I'll just be super appreciative.
There you go. That's right, baby. We're back. It's been a minute.
It has
or
been...
two, maybe?
Maybe
a couple minutes?
Convert that to like a month and a half. Yeah,
yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're back. It's your boy, JackJack1620.
Yep.
And JayTISN.
Indeed.
Well, it's been a roller coaster of a couple of months.
Yes, this is, I think, 2019 has suplexed both of us.
Oh, yeah. It's like...
pretty fucking hard. And I'm actually surprised we're still here. Like, let's be
the
real.
world hasn't exploded yet. But real quick, I do want to address this. Quick shouts and, I don't know, a moment of silence or whatever, but for our boy, Christop Bennett.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do a quick moment of silence, like 10 seconds. Right on. Unfortunately, he passed on September 25th.
Yes.
In a motorcycle accident. And that's part of the reason we've been gone. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to the community. He was Valor Gang, you know what I'm saying?
My God.
Valor Gang. Quick shout out to the community. You guys have been super supportive. I know a lot of you saw our GoFundMe for our wonderful pup, Mungo.
Yes.
To get him some care. We did finally, it was like
he got the care he wanted.
We got him the care, yeah.
Yeah. And I know I'm just really speechless to, I can't, kind of hypocrite, or I don't know, right? I'm not speechless. I'm more just in shock and in awe of our awesome community here in Aurora.
You guys are amazing.
People were so open to giving, and I know we typically don't ask for help. We usually are kind of pretty self-sufficient in that.
Yeah.
And typically raise money for other causes, and I'm glad you guys came out for ours. And it says a lot about our awesome community and its willingness to give. And I know his family, all of us, are just over the moon with appreciation
for
the love you guys showed, because Mongo is an amazing pupper, and I know everyone's dog is an amazing pupper, but Mongo definitely has a special place in our hearts.
Yes.
And today he did get the attention he so desperately needs, so now he can get all the loving.
Oh, yeah.
He's recovering. He's enjoying life, which is exactly what we want, especially after losing such an awesome guy like Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris actually did come out to some of our events before. He's actually at the last Lure Luau, and he got to see how awesome the community was there. I think he was
impressed. He was really
shocked.
Impressed.
He's just like, I had no idea these are the people you hang out with. And we're like, yeah, this is like this is our Pokemon community. Yeah, and I think he was in shock of that. I'm glad he had the chance to see that. And I really do hope with our Pokemon community we can just keep it going and kind of surprise more people with how awesome we are and the level of care and consideration we all have.
Right on. So yeah, again, quick shouts to the community, quick shouts to everyone, Valor Gang. And rest in peace, Chris. We love you, brother. We miss you.
Yes.
But yeah. So, sorry to derail that. I just wanted to throw that in there.
No.
But that's part of the reason we've been gone. Another part of the reason is just, like, life happens really fast. And there's been so much. I know, work's always usually busy for both of us.
Yeah.
But then also Pokemon Go is super busy.
Yeah, I know with everything that happened with our friend that I know I've definitely kind of stepped down from activity just because it's a lot to process and we all have life going, like Justin said, and with work, that's been rapid fire for my project. We've actually changed a lot of staff, and if you're going through shifts in your job too, I'm sure you can empathize with sudden shifts and you just trying to bounce back and get your shit together. And that's basically what I was doing with the game itself. Like, I think our last podcast was near the end of August.
Yeah, so, August 25th,
yeah,
baby.
So since then, we've had the...
oh, man, there's been a million things.
There's been too many things. So I think when we left off, Ultra Weeks were starting.
Yeah.
I just remember the main thing I took from that was just getting hunting for the green Mewtwo. I know Corey,
rest in peace, Corey.
That boy, he'd spent a lot of time because Mewtwo is his favorite Pokemon, and I think it was definitely over 50 raid passes, which most people are I'm gonna do my 1 raid pass a day, and he definitely took it to the head trying to do as many of them as he could, and I think he finally did get 1.
Yeah, but it took a toll on him.
It took a major toll, and I don't think the shiny rates weren't good, and I know there's other people like Separano, you're a shiny god attractor. I don't know what you're doing, if you sold your soul with Brian or not, but I know you got a lot of shiny Mewtwo's, a lot of shiny Giratina when that came out. Yeah, I just know I liked the event because I got the shiny regional Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Kangaskhan is awesome. I actually hatched a shiny Mr. Mime, so I was fucking over the wall with that because it kind of caught me off guard. I was just walking. Next thing I know, I looked down and it's just yo.
Dude, I forgot that even happened.
Yeah.
There's been so many events. So it was all the egg events, the Johto, your quick dog days of summer.
Yes, because you listen, Niantic.
That's right, Niantic. Shit like that. The Water Festival event happened. We had.
Did it really?
Yeah, we had 2 Community Day events happen in between our last podcast and now.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, thanks.
Yeah.
For new listeners, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We're back, and yeah, there's been so much.
There has.
And if you ever wanted to know what your nuts or titties getting machine gun punched is just try to keep up with Pokemon Go for the last couple of months.
Especially if you're hunting all those shinies that are released. So we had Ultra Weeks. We've had then in the kind of big world of Pokemon there was a Taipei event there, or was it Taiwan?
New Taipei City.
New Taipei City had an event,
which is Taiwan.
And they had that was when the Oddishes were released, right?
Yes, Shiny Oddish came
Shiny
out.
Oddish.
Which is
There's
dope.
Also the Shiny Yanma. Which one was that?
Shiny Yanma was that? Montreal. Safari's on Montreal.
Yeah, that happened. And so some folks had passes, which is cool, but obviously people were able to catch Yanma everywhere else.
Yeah, they released that worldwide. Same with the Oddish.
Yeah, and I heard those events are really good. Some people were kind of iffy on the Montreal event. They said it wasn't nearly as good as GoFest, but I think it was for the people who participated.
It's a Safari Zone, right? Though,
yeah.
Isn't it a little different than GoFest?
It's gonna be different, but I like the fact, again, talking about just trials, that Niantic is opening themselves up to more experimentation with the game.
Yeah.
And then obviously there wasn't any remake days from what I heard from those events, which is great. Because I know there's some Sour Patch Kids out there who went to Go Fish Chicago that are still upset with the Saturday kids, but you can fucking deal with it.
It's okay, baby, because something we mentioned from that is
Yes.
why don't they just do a worldwide ticketed event? Well, they have this new Colossal event coming up for an early access to Regigigas. We'll talk about this in a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's coming out, and that's one of those ideas that Niantic, when you're listening, that we threw out because we're like, hey, try this, because I think it was successful, because we were fortunate to have the makeup day.
Yes.
And that was like one of the best experiences I've had playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
is being able to just go wherever I wanted,
everywhere,
and have special spawns. I felt special, and do what I wanted. Going back real quick, so we had Turtwig Community Day.
I love that.
I do love shiny Turtwig and Torterra.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And then Trapinch. We just had Trapinch.
Yeah.
It's also a good shiny.
It is.
And we called it.
Yeah, we did. Another one we called. Then also kind of the emergence of Darkrai was another one we called for October.
I was a little surprised. I didn't think they'd do it. We did mention, or I know I mentioned it. I know you were more on board for it. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I don't know if they'll do Darkrai, because it's, it's mythical.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, you get Darkrai, you cannot trade it because it's mythical. However, I'd love a lucky Darkrai. Oh my gosh. But
or a shiny.
Or a shiny
Darkrai.
It's purple.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Perp McGirt, baby.
Nice.
But anyway, Darkrai came out. That surprised me. And then, so we can dive into the spooky event if that's our Halloween event.
Oh yes.
So Darkrai, sweet. We got a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon. We haven't mentioned that yet.
Oh, yeah.
That dropped with I thought it was just going to be those 3 random Pokemon with the shiny. So Patrat, Lillipup, and Clink. Mm-hmm. But then they're like, we're actually dropping a good handful of Gen 5. So like the Zebstrika / what is it? Blitzel.
Yeah.
The zebra. The electric zebra. Yeah. The Pokemon's dope.
Yes.
That one's out. And then a whole bunch more came out already. Like, isn't like Heatmore and Durant out?
Yeah,
and then,
Heatmore, Durant. What's the Pidove? Yeah,
Pidove. The
and
pigeon
then
Pokemon.
Pheasant and
yeah, it's just like
all the way up there.
Litwick.
Litwick, yes.
Litwick came out.
And then you have
monkeys, fucking monkeys.
You have the Golem.
Oh, Golett.
Yes.
Yeah, Golurk.
And then you can actually catch Golurk in the wild. People aren't aware of that.
Yeah, you can catch Golurk. You can also, I've seen Lampent.
You've seen it in the
evolved Litwick. You can do Lampent.
What the fuck?
Dino.
Dino? I think it's Dino.
No, I say Dino. You know why?
Why?
Because think about German numbers. So ein, zwei, drei.
Okay.
So Dino or Dino would be the first one. I say Dino. Second one is Zweilis. So 2-headed dragon. Third one is Hydreigon. 3-headed. So that's why I do Dino, but it could be Dino.
I don't
it is
know
what
German
it is.
at all.
I don't know either, but I know those 3.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's out too.
It's true.
Which is dope.
And hopefully there'll be community days for those guys in due time. Because those dudes are hard to find. And I like the release of the Gen. Because again, like we said, fall time, there's going to be some release. We're going to get some cool ghosts.
Yep.
And now we have the spooky event, which has all the ghosts and all the darks.
Yeah.
The missions, I think you can even get Litwick. You can get
Yamask. Golett, yeah.
Yeah, you can get Yamask, which has a shiny form, which is sweet.
And the
Cofagurgus. He looks so awesome.
Cofagurgus.
And if you do, look up some of the stories about the ghost Pokemon. I think
spooky.
You guys will enjoy. So, I know there was a comic I saw of Yanmask where basically this architect is going through and a fellow architect discovers that this girl made a discovery and pushes her to her death. And she falls onto a Yamask and it falls into the mask.
You mean like archaeologist?
Yeah.
Sorry, architect. I was like, why would I push someone?
Yeah, no, the archaeologist.
Okay.
And basically becomes a Yamask, gets captured by a trainer, super confused, becomes like Cofagurgus or something like that, and then eventually runs into the archaeologist that killed her, and then it runs away and then kind of becomes like hangs out in a tomb, and then when that archaeologist comes around looking, the Pokemon takes revenge.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Oh, we talked about this. We want to do some Pokemon Ghost stories.
Yes.
If you know those. So if you guys are familiar with the balloon. Drifloon. So it's funny because as some of you might have followed the Pokemon anime,
yes,
Ash finally fucking won a league championship.
That also did happen over the last 2 months.
Yeah, he did. God. Like that's
fuck.
It only took 20 years for a 10-year-old to win a league, but he did it. And
dreams
so
come true.
That's what I'm saying. Did you get 20 years experience, but you're 10 years old? That's what all these people keep looking for in their resumes, right? Like, anyway, but he finally won. So so I was watching, and there's like this little bit of the anime, and there's like all these people and their Pokemon chilling on a hill, and there's one I think I showed you. Yeah. It's Drifloon, who's got his little
his
cords,
his string
on the shoulders of a child. And everyone like circled that, and they're like kind of flashing the problematic light, like that's problematic. Why is it problematic, Jack?
Because what Drifloon does is it takes children up into the sky, and they're never seen again.
Exactly. Drifloon is cute, but terrifying.
He's a murderer. And then there's other Pokemon like what's his name? The little tree.
Little tree?
The tree stump.
Oh, Phantom.
His story, let me see. I need to look it up because it's just sad.
Right. But I mean, like Pokemon are cute, but some of them are terrifying.
Yeah, like really look into the origins. So like Phantom is another gen. Like, what gen is that? Is that Gen
6?
I think it's Gen 6. So Phantom is a grass ghost Pokemon. Really cute looking little stump. And basically what it is stumps are possessed by the spirits of children who get lost in the forest. So if any of you play the game, like, there's lots of Pokemon trainers out there and lots of forests. So there's pretty dark stories about just kids getting lost, or like Gengar's taking the souls of people and feeding off of your life force and eventually taking you.
Yeah.
And all sorts of things. So, like, the world of Pokemon is pretty dark, but we always have this nice little childish veil over the game. Because, again, you're sending a 10-year-old or younger, because you have youngster Joey, who is definitely younger than 10, and he's out there with his Rattata, just trying to hold down the fort.
Yeah.
And so some shit's happened to other Joeys, and we just never hear about them again, which is probably the darkest part. And then, like, again, if you go onto, like, Pokemon database, you can read about some of these ghost Pokemon. Oh, and it'll tell you the stories of each of the entries in each of the different games.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like going back, Detective Pikachu was amazing. I think it gave you a little bit of insight about how terrifying a world of Pokemon would actually be. I'd still love to live in it. I'm just saying, like a world of Pokemon would be terrifying. Here's another one of my favorites. So Frostlass.
Okay.
Right? Do you know the background of Frostlass?
Not at all.
Very much?
Nope.
So, Frostlass, beautiful ice ghost type Pokemon. Kind of resemble a ghostly woman that float above the ground. Well, they're actually based off of, it's a Japanese legend. It's called Yuki Onna, which means snow woman.
Okay.
It's basically like a wintry themed version of sirens from Greek mythology. So like Yuki Onna was like a kind of demon that resembles a beautiful woman who would entice men that were trapped in a snowstorm. And then once their prey was too weak to escape, they would drain their life force with a kiss. Spooky. No. Dude, I would love to see like a Supernatural Pokemon spin-off.
That'd be really sweet.
Where like Dean and Sam are like Pokemon trainers or whatever, and they go through and they do all these Pokemon origin stories or ghost stories or whatever. Would that be sick?
Yeah, that's like, I'd be more scared. And then you obviously have like the psychic Pokemon. So Drowsy, for example, is based off of something called the Baku, which is a creature that eats the dreams of children. and it can devour just bad dreams to help kids sleep at night, but if it's still hungry for more, it would continue to feed and eat on the dreams of children.
Yummy. That's why Dream Eater is such a nasty move. Right,
and then you have, I think, was it Hypno? That would lure children out, hypnotize them, and then turn them into Abras? Is that like a legitimate?
Yeah. That was old school tales. But yeah, the idea is Hypno would kidnap children and turn them into Abra.
So, like, there's all sorts of interesting lore behind Pokemon themselves. Even, like, there was that one episode with Ninetales where the spirit of the trainer stayed with Ninetales.
Yeah.
As a deception. But it was really sad because there's, like, one of the only girls that Brock ever was like, oh my god, she's the one, and then she just turned out to be an illusion.
Yeah.
The whole time, and it was just kind of playing off of the memories of the Ninetales of its owner before everything happened.
Oh, Ninetales.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a whole lot of interesting stories when it comes to some of these Pokemon, and it's definitely something to check out if you have a chance. Like, I think I just searched right now some of the stories behind just other Pokemon themselves. The extremely dark, disturbing origins of 25 Pokemon.
Oh, yeah?
On the Sci-Fi website.
Sci-Fi Wire, baby.
Yeah, so that website's kind of interesting. But again, and Mimikyu obviously is like one of the cute, sad ones. But Mimikyu is basically like an ugly spirit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of Bagul. Oh, shit. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, keep reading it. Teach these people.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Teach them.
A brand myth of a kind fairy spirit that is so ugly and is perpetually one because no one wants to look at it.
Yeah.
Mimikyu disguises itself as Pikachu, which is one of the most beloved Pokemon, and it shows in the hide itself underneath the disguise of a bedsheet in its image. And that's why it resembles Pikachu, because it wants to feel loved.
Yeah.
But those two little dots at the bottom of the Pikachu face are actually Mimikyu's eyes. So a lot of people think that those are like hands. No, those are Mimikyu's eyes, but Mimikyu itself is just a ghost spirit. So for the spooky event, Pikachu disguised as Mimikyu is kind of like a slap to Mimikyu, because it's like he just wants to be loved, and now they're making fun of him for wanting to be loved.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Niantic, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's a little
fucked. The costume's
fucked.
Really cute.
Little fucked. It's cute. It's a cute Pikachu. I hate Pikachu, and I like that one.
I know you do.
So, but yeah, I implore you, and we can keep going over these, but I implore you to look them up. Speaking of costumes, it's another thing we kind of called, right?
Yes.
And they're cool. I really like all these Pokemon and costumes.
The Squirtle top hat is awesome. Like, I really wish they would have given us the evolutions. Because if I am imagining Blastoise with like a trench coat and the top hat. And obviously the jacket would have the openings for his cannons. But could you imagine him in like one of those tuxedo or like one of those tux coats?
Yeah.
Like, it looked fucking awesome. Yeah, and then
like
you have like Charizard with a Marowak hat.
Terrifying.
But also with the club.
Okay.
Because you got to give him props, like literally props.
I can see it.
And then, because what hat is Bulbasaur wearing?
Bulbasaur is wearing...
Because it looks like a little crown of sorts, but it's not like... It's not the same style. Forgot the exact Pokemon hat he's rocking.
Dude, I have to go back. I have to look it up.
Because
I don't have one.
Pokemon fashion.
I'm not cool like that.
But
what is Bulbasaur wearing?
Bulbasaur costume.
Yeah. Bulbasaur. Damn, I feel so bad. Everyone always forgets Bulbasaur.
They do, but at the same time, like...
Because it's like the same thing, so a little...
he has like little ears and everything.
Season 8... Sorry, not Season 8.
Which one is he wearing? Sorry for this intermission, we gotta... now.
Oh, it's Shedinja.
Oh, okay.
Shedinja.
Alright.
Which is a ghost.
It is a ghost.
Ghost bug.
So, again, it's one of those cool Pokemon that obviously, with all the Pokemon that they have, I think, Squirtle's wearing like a Yan mask hat.
Yeah.
And then Cubone, they're always just poking at poor Cubone. Cubone's not a ghost, he just has a sad ass story. And then you had Pikachu mocking his admirer.
Fair. I was going to say, Alolan Marowak is Ghost, though.
It is. If they would have had his and had him with the fire,
that makes a lot of sense for Charmander. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Like, again, Niantic, I'm sorry we didn't give you this idea sooner.
Sorry.
But next year, you got more ideas. And then you have, like, the wardrobe updates, so you have, like...
The onesies and
stuff. The onesies are really cute. I actually need to buy the Mimikyu backpack.
Why would you do that?
Because it's fucking Mimikyu. And
you like Mimikyu?
Yes.
It's terrifying.
He just wants love. Like Mongol, I will show him
all right.
The loves. Because he deserves it. And that's honestly one I was hoping that they'd bring as a surprise from
Mimikyu?
Sun and Moon. Yeah.
Next year.
They can honestly drop it at any point. They could say the week of Halloween, surprise, Mimikyu's here for 2 days. Or something, if Niantic really wanted to.
Fair, but Niantic likes money. And they know they can still hold on to that cash cow for a minute.
It's true.
Though it is obnoxious that we have all this Mimikyu stuff in the game. Mm-hmm. Hats, backpacks, Mimikyu wearing Pika doofuses. We have all that,
yes.
But we don't have Mimikyu. So, like, the people that don't know what Mimikyu is like... Well,
what's Sun and Moon people, please.
What's with this floppy-eared looking motherfucker?
It's so cute.
I don't understand.
And then the shiny version's black and white.
It is really cool.
Oh my god.
It's actually a good shiny.
It is. But with the rest of the spooky event, I think the only downside that I can think of
Los Spookies
is just the raids for costumed Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle aren't really common.
No, I don't.
I was hoping they would be, and I don't see them. I actually saw someone who got a shiny Charmander, so shinies do actually exist for them.
Yeah, shiny. That's insane.
Yeah, and if he got on his first raid, congrats.
Also insane.
Insane. But, like, again, that's another cash thing, and they haven't updated the boxes. So it's kind of like... This is kind of the events where I wish they'd give you, like, a couple of free passes each day. To just say, like... And maybe that's an idea, Niantic. Give a couple of passes, but limit them to say these are only for level 1 raids.
Oh, I think someone's writing it down. I hear it.
Okay. So, again,
but no, that's a good point. I think that's valid. I mean...
I was like, because you guys do, like, the special raid passes when we do raid days. You give us 5 passes. I think that's a great idea, and it encourages people to want to do more than one raid. Like, that, it basically gets us more hype. So once we get done with 5... We're kind of like, okay, that was easy.
Well, and then how many times have you been on a raid train where you're just like, I can't stop right now?
Yeah.
Like you do 3 raids, and you're like, oh, but I know I can do like 2 more. That's how Niantic, you want to print some money real quick, I got you, okay?
Yes.
You give me 3 free raid passes for an event like this, for these level 1 raids. I don't get whatever I'm looking for in these 3, so what am I going to do? Of course I'm going to go buy. I'm already out on my raid train. I'm going to go buy some more raid passes, maybe get 10, then I'm going to go hit up some more of these raids, because I want that fucking shiny Mimikyu Pikachu or shiny Cubone Charmander or whatever, you know, like...
And the other idea you guys are more than welcome to take is updating your boxes for when it's raid days to just be raid passes.
Because, you want star pieces?
No.
Or
like
lures on raid days?
Oh my god.
Dude.
I have like 60 lures and I don't know what to do with them.
I'm still sitting on like 100 or something.
And same with incense. Incense is another one that just like builds and I'm like...
Well, it's funny because I'll actually like... I'm still sitting on that many lures, but I drop them on stops kind of frequently. Like every morning I go into work, I'm not even playing, I'm just like, I'm going to drop one, I guess, because...
How about?
Someone else will play. So like, yeah, that's wild. I like that. I think they should pay a little bit more attention to that.
Yeah, because the main cash crop that I can see is raid passes and incubators.
1000%. They know that too.
Yeah, and I'm like throwing in the other stuff, like especially doing all the raids. There's no need for revives, max revives, or anything to be in boxes. Because if you do enough raids, you're going to fill that box really fucking quick with those items. So what's the point of paying for them when you already get them in those raids?
Right.
Makes zero sense. So I would just focus on maybe a few of those, like more. If you could combine somehow incubators and passes, or you just increase a box of 20 raid passes for like X amount of coins, that'd be perfect. And then for people that do incubators and hatching, something special like that, a combination of supers and regulars, because when we have these events where it's reduced, I think it's fucking stupid that people are buying super incubators when it's already like half.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
or a
any
quarter.
sense. Yes. It makes zero sense. You're wasting a good super incubator.
Yeah, I stopped buying super incubators for those events.
Right, and I just buy the regulars. So if you have a box that has both of them, I think that'd be a much better alternative.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a quarter the distance, and just buy the regular incubators. Are cheaper anyways. And they're gonna go quick. So.
You know, I still think they should bring back like those events where, but make it permanent. The event where they give you like the one-use incubator when you spin a stop every day.
Oh my god!
You remember that? That shit is dope. Like, just a little bit more. I know it's asking a lot.
But you can do it, Niantic. We believe in you.
But yeah, it's kind of like, feed into the addictive nature of your game.
Yeah, like we know we have like addiction problems with this game, and some people like Corey, he overcame his addiction. I think he's now becoming a casual player, which is like heartbreaking. But he, like very much like us, he has a lot of stuff going on in his life.
Yes.
Job changes and so forth. Like everyone is making money moves, which is great. Like everyone's making good strides to whatever self-improvement, reflecting whatever you need to do, because obviously 2019, everyone thought, yeah, this is my fucking year, and if it is your year, congrats. Like, that's amazing. For some of us, though, it suplexed us into the fucking ground, especially, like, I just want to play that Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends, or whatever, because I'm like,
that song
please fucking stop this month.
This song has another extra added meaning.
Yes,
now,
like
it's already a sad fucking song. So.
And with everything that's happened, like, I think with Niantic, like, granted, I appreciate all the events, but it just kind of got to a point where I was like, I need to fucking breathe. Like, I can't.
Yeah, for real.
Keep playing the events. Like, I wanted to stay up. I wanted to go, and even right now, I want to go hunt Charmanders and shit. And I don't. Honestly, I don't like Charmander. I think he's overhyped.
That costume's cute as fuck.
His costume is dope as fuck. Like, I give him that. Just like how you, like, I don't like Pikachu, but that Mimikyu costume, though.
Yeah.
And again, Niantic, for next year, open up costumes for all the Pokemon.
Bruh.
Give them options. You won't regret it. Especially if you charge 50 coins per, something reasonable, because then a lot of people.
Oh, you're saying buy the costume?
Yeah.
For the Pokemon? But
you'd have to buy it for each Pokemon. That's the catch.
Okay. Interesting.
And then you could buy it for your buddy Pokemon.
I did like that about Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, where you could dress up your partner.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
Dope. Like, Pikachu with the top hat is
watching my brother sit there for like an hour trying to figure out what his perfect Eevee combination is. This is hilarious.
He spent an hour doing that?
My brother spends an hour on everything.
That's horrible.
He's horrible. No,
he's horrible.
I love you, Zach.
It's true, though.
But, I mean, that is something he would do, though, for real.
No, I can see that. Like,
he loves his Eevees.
Yeah, I know there's some trainers out there who definitely coordinate with their Pokemon.
Oh, you want to shout him out?
No.
Oh,
she already knows. I always give her props, because her costumes are, like, always
let's be real here. I always coordinate, because I always wear Rainbow Rocket, and everything goes with Rainbow Rocket.
Boom. It's true.
I don't even know what Pokemon I have right now. Who's my buddy Pokemon?
You have Ninetales.
Oh, never mind, of course.
You have Perfection.
I forgot to change it. I was going to change it to Gyarados for Chris.
Because Gyarados is his favorite, right?
His favorite is Gyarados, and he always, fun story, wanted it to be named Cuddlebutt. I don't know. Him and April are weird. But Cuddlebutt, the Gyarados. So.
Would it be shiny?
Oh, yeah, of course, dude.
Okay.
Red Gyarados is sick. I love it.
True.
But anyway, that's why I was like, did I change it? Because in my mind I changed it. Or maybe in my dream I changed it. But I did not change it in real life. So I gotta do that. Anyway, But yeah, that's dope. So shouts to whoever coordinates their costumes. But I would love to be able to dress up my partner Pokemon. Make it more personable.
Yeah. And like one of our buddies, he was just fucking with my emotions. Because obviously we talked about how people are already thinking about Christmas. They put up a picture of Eevee with the Christmas hat.
Oh,
as
yeah?
a potential Eevee. And then they had the shiny variant, and I was like, the ghost of Christmas. Like, that's all I want. I got, like, really excited. So, Niantic, there's an idea for you.
That actually makes sense.
It would be perfect.
I do appreciate that, Flower Crown Eevee was kind of the...
Coachella Eevee?
Coachella Eevee, outside of Squirtle, kind of the first Pokemon that they decided to also give something outside of Pikachu, right?
True.
Like, that's cool, and I really like it, and I want to see more of it.
Yeah. Because there's so many other Pokemon that had different designs. Like, I honestly, again, going back to Pokemon the first movie,
okay,
I wanted them...
Well, the tribal?
For some sort of... Yeah, like, honestly, when they brought out Armored Mewtwo, I thought they'd have the tribal Pokemon.
Tribal starters?
Well, imagine tribal shadow Pokemon.
Okay.
Just to kind of give homage to the first movie. Be like, hey, you get these tribal Kanto Pokemon... Dugong and all the ones that were in the movie.
Dugong!
And they have, like, the cool, like, stripings on them. That's how you knew they were clones. And it'd be cool as a strikes back thing to really boost Mewtwo and boost whatever. And boost Shadow participation. Because I honestly don't know how many people do Shadow Pokemon events anymore. Because they're expensive to purify. And that's what I was kind of hoping with this Ghost event. Was like Shadow Pokemon would get some sort of a reduction because now it's a darker season.
Evil.
But like that's what I was hoping for. But it's still like 1,000 to purify a Shadow Rattatas. You've got 3,000 for like Bulbasaur, and then it's like 5,000 for like Larvitar and things.
I do really appreciate the Shadow Pokemon, though. I do like that aspect.
Yeah.
And I like it's something like with the Team Rocket trainers.
Well, right, and they're going to bring in new Rocket trainers.
Yes, I was
like,
going to get to that.
They have that beefy dude in the corner.
Yeah, everyone's trying to wife Sierra.
Yeah, is that who the girl is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which really throws me off because that's one of my ex's names.
That is.
And every
really
time
awkward.
I see it, that fucks me up.
Triggered. But the one thing I noticed is they have like a Dark Absol in there, which hasn't come yet. He's in the background. Then there's a Dark or Shadow Mawile also in there.
Yes.
So I'm like, and again, that's why it's really good to pay attention to those updates. You just look at the images. To me, I always find like a different Pokemon. But those are kind of, again, clues, and it looked like Giovanni was there.
Giovanni? I still think they're going to do something with gyms.
They
I hope
need
so.
to.
I hope it does.
I really hope they do, because again,
Niantic.
it's gonna up the game in ways that weren't in the original game, which is nice. Because if they say like, "Hey, this gym became a shadow gym, and you're gonna have 6 trainers," and then you can face a potential stronger Pokemon than what you can get in the wild. Like if you could get a shiny Dark or shiny Shadow Nidoking or shiny Shadow Rhydon, because those were kind of Giovanni's signature Pokemon from Rocket or Persian, that'd be fucking awesome. Like I'd be more inclined to want to fight the gyms, and it'd give more support to wanting to do PvP. Because you're going to have to PvP versus the computers in order to take the gyms out.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And then, like, I think it kind of build into the... So, like, Niantic's big ad slogan for the game is, like, imagine Pokemon in the real world. I want to see more implementation. We've talked about this in the past, but more implementation with, like, the gyms. I would love to see the Rocket leaders or whatever, or admins, take over gyms, and then you have to fight through a whole gym to get access to, like, a special shadow Pokemon, like you're saying. That would be super cool. I would also love to see some better AR integration.
Yeah, because weren't they talking about having the like photography thing where you can get your Pokemon and put them in the different environments and take photos?
Yeah, and so they're still working on it because Niantic acquired, I forgot the company off the top of my head. They acquired a really good AR company, and I know they're working on something in the background.
Yeah.
And like the little tech demo they showed was like you had the camera set up and you had a Pikachu running around between like literally like the scene was like there's a flower pot and there's like a couple other like boxes and stuff at the back or whatever.
Yeah.
And Pikachu's running back and forth between those things, like hiding behind it. Like it reads the environment and Pikachu's interacting with your environment as if Pikachu's actually there. And I just wanted to kick it, but
that'd be awesome.
No, but really though, AR battles, that could be so cool. Like you just like you see the Pokemon in space and stuff like that. So I would love to see that. So yeah, I mean the shadow. Like going back to it, I love the shadow Pokemon. I love the implementation, and I want to see more with it because, like we've talked about before, in general, like Pokemon Go obviously takes a lot of influence from the traditional RPG games.
Yes.
However, it also detracts from that a little bit, and it doesn't have to be just a complete remake of those games. It has a lot of its own strengths that it can really build off of, and I would love to see Niantic, and I know you're listening, to take advantage of that. Quick rewind or fast forward real quick. We're going to talk about the Colossal event because I thought that was really interesting because we talked about it kind of as a solution after we got our makeup day for Pogo Go Fest Chicago.
Yes.
We were like, bruh, what if they just sold tickets to an event and you got access to the event for the day or the weekend or whatever? Well, shit, it's coming out.
It is.
Weirdly enough for Regigigas, I almost thought that they would do an event like this for Darkrai.
I think that would have been better, especially if they launched it in October.
Yeah, because people, I just don't think people are excited about Regigigas just because people think that the Regis are a fucking joke as it is.
I'm excited about shiny ones, especially like Registeel.
Yeah. I like shiny trash cans myself. But I'm here for it. Like I like Regigigas. Like I don't have any qualms with it. I'm okay with it though. I'm not. Admittedly, I'm not buying the pass. Or maybe I should. I still have time.
It's just $8.
It is $8, and we'll go over that in just a second. Because is it worth the $8? I think it is, but I haven't spent money on Pogo in a long time.
Which I don't blame you.
So, but I think this is a great thing. I think it's a good event. I think it's really cool. Now, it is kind of weird because it's essentially, and if you kind of zoom in or zoom out and look at Pogo as like early access to the mythical. So in this case, this year it was Jirachi.
Yes.
You know, naturally going to Go Fest it's an amazing experience. You get to meet a bunch of trainers. You get to try like go to a new city, try different foods, etc.
Yeah.
And it's a great experience, and there's a lot of fun, and they really kind of curtail it to that. But I can see where traveling is exhausting and expensive and hard to do. This ticketed event, and after we got our makeup day, we're like, wow, we got to play Go Fest type spawning anywhere.
And we actually had a better shiny turnout here
1,000%, dude.
than in Chicago, which I think upset me more because I was hearing some kids like, I got 32. And I got 12.
I got 4.
And,
you know?
And we spent like the full day there.
Yeah, we were hunting. We didn't even really stop. Like I took a break to rest my knees for like a second, and I was like, "Let's keep going."
We're just hauling
and
ass.
we didn't get anything. But the makeup day got a lot better. So going to this Colossal event, you know, like it's cool because you can activate it wherever you're playing, anywhere. It basically, if you don't know, it unlocks a special research for you for that day, starting from 11 a.m. your local time to 7 p.m. And essentially, it's going to be a special research quest. Similar to Jirachi and Mew and all the other ones that have come out, Spiritomb out right now. Mm-hmm. Similar to that, and then by the end, so you do spend $8 on it, but I think it's worth it. Listen, because you get 10 raid passes. You also get a special medal that you can't get anywhere else except for this.
Right.
And people like medals. People like collecting them. Corey, bless his heart, loves collecting medals. He's got a ton of medals. He's always working for those gold medals, even on like the Smeargles.
Oh god.
He actually went through to do all that, and I'm like, Godspeed, because I'm sitting on bronze on that still. I'm not
I don't
ever
even
moving
care
up.
about that medal.
Anyway, you get their medal. You get 10 raid passes. You get a Unova Stone, a Sinnoh Stone, and a special avatar pose. Like, one, Unova Stones are hard to find. And if you don't know what they evolve, it's the monkeys and right now Lampent into Chandelure.
Yes.
If you're lucky enough to have one, which you should be able to get them now with the spooky event.
Yeah, it's one of the tasks.
You need Unova Stones, and they're so a little difficult to find.
Yes.
But that's a good way to get one. You get a Sinnoh Stone, which is still cool to have. The 10 raid passes, that they're usually like $1 each if you equate them to coins or whatever, right?
Right.
Pretty close to it. And then, like, the avatar pose that you would usually have to buy, it's probably, like, what, a couple hundred coins or something. You get, again, you get the medal, and you get the early access to Regigigas before it comes out in EX raids, which it is going to be an EX raid boss.
Yeah.
So you get a whole day to do special research, which will probably involve...
like, photographs.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I love the special research, because it feels like I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's more interactive in the sense that you have to do the mission in order to do it. And I know just starting baby accounts recently, missions is kind of one of the things I look forward to. I'm like, oh, I should go. I need to catch 30 ghosts. Cool. All right, I'll just go out and do that. Just because it gives you a little bit. It's an inner mission that you need to do for yourself just to get that little extra Pokemon.
Yeah. So with that, so you get the special discovery, which is going to be really cool because, like, you know how you get Regigigas in the mainstay games?
No.
It's Gen 4 Pokemon. You have to have all 3 of the other Regis, and you go to a temple, and it'll become a boss that you can fight.
So, I bet the missions for this will be like catch the Regis, and then once you catch all the Regis from the mission, so it gives you the opportunity, hopefully saving you on raid passes, because that would suck if they're like, you got to do a raid for Regigigas, because doing 3 raids in one day, or that 8-hour window would kind of suck, especially if you don't have like a lot of people who have the same, who bought the passes.
Yeah.
So that's what I would speculate.
So it's also probably a good way to get those Regis. And with this, they're dropping the shiny Regis. So the announcement did note that players should be prepared to try to grab Regirock, Regice, and Registeel after activating the special research. So I'm along what you're saying. Like I completely see that. And that's pretty fucking cool. And so all of this for $8, I think it's kind of worth it. And I like the idea. And along your ideas of trials, Niantic's trials.
Always trials.
You know, I think it's a knockout. And like, yeah, it's spending money. And like I said, I haven't really spent money on Pogo, but this is probably something, you know, the more I keep talking about it, the more I'm probably just going to do it.
And I'm just going to buy it because I'm curious to see how it will work. And I want to show my support. I've spent more than enough money on this game. But I'm really curious to see, because if it does get a good turnout and Niantic's able to get all this information from us players, I'm like, wow, this is a well-received event, then my hope is potentially they can do GoFest events on a global scale.
Yeah.
To where they're like, hey, you can buy your pass for $20, but if you're not able to make it out to Chicago for whatever reason, here's a $10 pass. You might get one or so less event special Pokemon, but you'll still be able to enjoy that day from your own local area, which to me would be worth it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
Like, in some of the special events, like maybe it'll be you can't do the Jirachi or do whatever challenge to get the legendary or mythical Pokemon. But who cares? Like, you're going to get that down the road at some point. Now, there's some people that have extreme FOMO. They don't want to miss opportunity. And then maybe those passes to go to the actual Chicago's or wherever they decide to put GoFest next can spend that extra $10 and the extra flight money, hotel money to go there and hunt and get that mission. But as, like, kind of a person who had the makeup event, getting the event and playing it as it is was still pretty cool. Like, the fact I was able to find Absols, and I know Dan, like, I found a baby Absol in Denver, and he's all about baby Pokemon, keyboard mashing. What up? It was cool because I was like, hey, this is something you don't see often. Let me hook you up. And having that event was really nice, and finding Pachirisu and Aurora was really cool.
Yeah, right? That's so cool.
And people like, you had a spoof. I was like, no, like I literally had it in Aurora because I had the pass, and it made it a lot nicer to just be able to do stuff at my own rate and still have full time to catch. And I wasn't worried, like in Chicago, like what you're saying, like we didn't have nearly the shiny rate in Chicago that we did here, playing it on our own phones in our own little world.
Yeah.
And so I really want to encourage players to kind of see what that's like, and hopefully Niantic sees, hey, this is a better opportunity than getting capped out and maxed out on tickets.
Yeah.
For an event where you have to go through the hassle of setting up and doing that. Still do that event, but no, you can also not be limited and still get like the full range of participants by doing it on a global scale.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think it's a good move, and I'm curious to see if this is successful, how they take it forward too, because I want more. I hope it's not you have to buy every special research from here on out, but I would love to see more of that, because I love the special research. Like I said, it's like a quest. Oh my God, Remy!
Why you suck, Remy?
My God!
Because you just touch yourself at night, that's why.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh wait. Anyway. But yeah, because I love it. It's like a quest line. I love doing quest lines. I love doing shit like that, getting achievables or whatever.
Yeah. I still wanted to also reward people for their level. I think the level 40 players
increase the level cap, you cowards.
Yeah, and then also, what's this Wayfair thing?
Oh, okay. So
Wayfair is cool.
Is it?
Huh?
What is it?
Oh, so Wayfair is going to be their system for allowing people to add and remove stops.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, Remy.
Remy just dabbed on the haters right there.
Surprisingly knowledgeable.
Yeah, I like it. I honestly didn't know he'd know.
Yeah. Who knows?
But yes, that's exactly what it is. It is because there's so many people that live in North America. That's how they're kind of doing it, because they want it to be more controlled. So
why removing stops? Like, would it have to?
Because some of them are shitty stops.
Some of them are shitty stops for like places like churches who don't like having the Pokemon Go people around their churches.
Yeah.
Or businesses or like places that got them unfairly or randomly, that like they're just like, I don't want people around. They're in the way, so they can have this place. They can. Get them removed. Or it's other places like there's an island out in like New Zealand that has like a couple thousand people on it and no stops and no gyms.
That would suck.
Yeah, so like that's another reason for Wayfair, is to get people who want stops where they want them and people who don't want stops to get them out.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So it's pretty cool. That's what it is. But right now the access is limited to people that are like level 10 in Ingress or level 41 in Pokemon Go. Which makes no sense.
Because there's no one 41.
No, that's right. Increase the level cap, you cowards.
Maybe they will increase it just for that. No, it's also they're not gonna just like give stops to.
No, exactly.
No, like they've got to people got to like
the submission process
they gotta,
is pretty
petition
intense.
it, and then like people got to like go to those places and be like, yeah, I want to stop.
Yeah, so this is the first step towards that. But it'll be pretty interesting to see how it shapes up. I'm gonna see how many idiots try to put Pokestops in their front yards.
They're not allowed.
I know they're not allowed. I'm just saying how many are going to try.
Oh, yeah. No, I was, like, reading up on it and, like, in travels, and it was like, yeah, you can't put them in your front yard. You can't put them in neighborhoods. You can only put them in public spaces. You have to show a picture. You have to give a story. And I'm like, damn, it's like writing like a scholarship essay. Like, you got to,
I'm trying to put one up
specific.
At my new Church of Remy motherfucking Jackson.
That'd be pretty sweet.
He doesn't have words for that. That was so random.
He just like, wait.
I was expecting you to say like at your work or something. Or
I have a lot downtown already. I'm good. No, my secret church. Anyway, so we got the special event. Oh, what I forgot to mention with that, they're also releasing another shiny, which we're all sick of, but. Shiny Skarmory.
I love that bird.
I know you do. That's why I'm pointing at you. I do think it's kind of buns that Skarmory doesn't evolve into Corviknight from this new 8th gen.
Right.
But whatever. I'll take it.
Kind of buns.
Dude, 8th gen?
8th
Side note, side swerve.
It's going to be
Dude, Sword and Shield, I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for it, man.
Don't even talk to me.
I like Fat Pikachu.
Fat Pikachu.
Yes!
Fat Pikachu, the absolute unit, Eevee, the fucking meme long cat Meowth, the gnarly looking Charizard, the super beautiful looking Mothra ass Butterfree.
Some relevant news I just discovered. If anybody goes to GameStop between October 21st and November 10th with their copy of Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, you get a shiny Solgaleo or shiny Lunala.
That's right. Get your shiny
in
Moon
the
Bat.
game?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You get a shiny Moon Bat or Sun Lion. So go do that.
And they're red, aren't they?
Yeah, they're red.
They are very red.
Solgaleo's really red. Lunala's more of a purplish red.
I still like it.
They're cool.
Not
as cool as shiny Darkrai, but still cool.
They didn't put out shiny Darkrai.
No, it's just regular Darkrai.
I got you.
Just
I made it your buddy.
Regular.
Good.
Regular.
Sounds like
Darkrai.
he would appreciate
that.
that.
Will not move from me and my buddy ever.
How funny would that be though if like you got it and then like in his journal it's just like release Darkrai, release Darkrai. Release Darkrai.
I'm so sad.
You're just like
hate your noises.
Anyway, yeah, so that's exciting. So a couple of future announcements. Speak real quick on the Colossal Pass. I don't know if they're on sale yet. Are they on sale?
They went on sale today, right?
Did they?
Did they? I don't know if they're on sale yet. You can't buy them Poke Coins. It does have to be purchased separately. The event itself will take place November 2nd, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. when you activate the ticket. Wherever you play. So wherever and whenever you play Pokemon Go, you are able to do this. So if you're taking vacation, I don't know why, November 2nd, and you're like chilling in Bangladesh or something, you can... I think you could play Pokemon Go in Bangladesh. Anyway, you can do your Regigigas event there, and you can have a sick Regigigas caught in Bangladesh.
And you have to do it in that 8-hour time frame from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes.
You have to finish it, which I think is a little crazy for $8.
But
That's
then
cool.
again, it's like if the missions aren't hard, like what we were mentioning before you got here, was it's most likely going to be like each mission will be something easy, like catch 10 this, give 10 berries or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll have like a catch to catch like Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, Reggie Rock.
Yeah.
And then the very end, the fourth one or fifth one would be like, all right, now you can get Reggie.
Get your back blown out by Regigigas. I love it. So
I can appreciate that, but you know the fact that they're making you pay for this in the first place is a little.
But you get the 10 passes.
But Remy, I love it. It makes a lot of sense.
You get 10 passes, you get the stones. Because those Unova stones are really fucking hard. Like I've only gotten them because of the 7 days.
And this isn't the only way to get Regigigas. It's just early access to it. Because alternatively, it'll be an EX boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were talking about, like, we talked about the ticketed events worldwide.
Right.
Like GoFest, if you just sold that ticket and you could just activate it wherever you're playing for that day, makes a lot of sense to me.
That is a little better.
So we're saying this is kind of, as Jack likes to put it, the trial for that.
To see if they do it.
So ultimately, I'm for it. I'll buy it. I'm gonna go play it or go through it. Get my big ass Regigigas, my big boy. But yeah, so that those are some keynotes for that. Future stuff coming. I don't remember. November 16th is that Community Day for
Chimchar?
Dumbass Monkey.
Yeah.
Dude, Chimchar sucks. The shiny sucks.
Tell us how you really feel.
Monkeys suck.
Damn. Okay.
They really.
Yeah, it is. It is Saturday the 16th.
Damn, I'm a fucking magician. Okay.
And like most likely will be just AMC for that, because again it's just a quarter of the hatch distance. So like we just talked about, what?
It's
another event.
It's not Blastburn though.
No, it's
It just says a special move in this.
I said it the other day and I forgot.
They
actually
like announced
gave it a
it's
new
something
move.
separate.
Yeah, they said it on Facebook like yesterday or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I only paid half attention because I don't care about Chimchar.
Yeah, Chimchar sucks.
Chimchar sucks.
But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure like it's a different move. Maybe I could be mistaken. I don't know. There's something special about it.
No, it just says, but we expect Blastburn, at least on one of these
Well,
articles.
fuck Blastburn, okay?
Dude, they don't get inventive there. It's upsetting. They have...
Niantic.
Well, I mean, but Blastburn, Frenzy Plant, and Hydro Blast or like
Hydro Cannon
are like the moves.
The moves
for the starts, because like they introduced them. I don't remember which game they introduced them in, but I remember the 5th game you could only give them to the starters.
Yeah, no, I understand that completely. I just kind of wish they would, like, I think the only time we've received a fast move was like 2 years ago, and then they haven't done a full weekend one all year, like a weekend community day. So hopefully in December they do something.
I'm sure they'll do it like they did last year.
Yeah, but my hope is that they don't just only focus on this current year's Pokemon.
Yeah, I hope you want to do like every event like they did last
because
year.
I've literally been saving up some Larvitars. Like, come on, Beesh. Like, this is all I want. Same with like, because I hatched 100% Bulbasaur.
Right.
And I'm like,
need some candies.
Yes, I have the candies, but I want to get him to have Frenzy Plant because we've been seeing him actually.
Exclusively yet for Chimchar.
No, not yet, but it's most likely going to be Blastburn. But that's where I was hoping, and maybe it might just be next year where they actually give it better moves.
Well, they're like sometime next year they'll catch up with the current generation of Pokemon. Since we're on Unova, so that means for like community days. So maybe if they don't do it in December, maybe they'll do it summer next year.
Yeah, there'd be options.
Interesting. Well, anyway, that is on the 16th.
Yes,
11 to 2 local times.
Yep.
For Dumbass Chimchar. We will be at AMC for that, I believe.
Most likely.
We'll try.
Brian will probably be at Watch Park.
Be right. Alphanumeric Joe.
Yes. With the kilt.
With the kilt.
Indeed.
Who was recently married. By recently, I mean at least a couple months ago, right?
I'm sure like a month ago.
I'm pretty sure it was like 10 months ago.
No.
It was a while ago. Okay, my concept of time and space is completely different.
I feel you.
So, that being the case, the last bit of information, so with our little month and a half pardon from everything, I didn't do this month's Sinister Cup for PvP. I let Joel kind of take the reins on that. However, I will be back for the next cup, which is called the Ferocious Cup, which has a really cool, cute little fox-looking badge, so of course I'm going to get that one. But, I like foxes, shut up. So, Ferocious Cup is actually super interesting because it's not type-based.
It's not?
No, it is basically beast-based, and it's to test your team building skills. So the stipulations for it are you have to select Pokemon that are either quadrupedal or are on 2 legs with the tail. So they have to be kind of bestial or ferocious, I guess.
Just ran out of ideas at this point.
So yeah, 4-legged beasts or 2-legged beasts with tails. Bands include, and there's a lot, flying types, bug types, grass types, humanoids like Magmar, like to buzz, monkeys, fuck monkeys,
I guess fuck monkeys,
starters, and specifically Bastiodon. I don't know why.
I mean, he's on 4 legs.
He's busted, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so if you are interested, on Sylph League Arena earlier today in Aurora Masters, I posted a list of all the eligible Pokemon for each gen, gens 1 through 5 and 7. There's going to be some really interesting teams. For that, I'm excited. We will likely have it at Heroes again. Yeah. I know they'd love to see us back. Been away for a bit.
Yeah.
So and I look forward to it. Outside of that, also PvPers, if you are interested, this dude named Fu Snail started another kind of more Colorado-wide Denver Metro Pogo PvP Discord server. We have links to it on our server as well, and he's kind of gathered all the kind of more, I guess, hardcore PvP players. So Aurora's included, Arvada, Boulder, Cap Hill, Colorado Springs, Denver, Lakewood, Littleton, Westminster are all kind of part of this, and those are like typically the people we see at our tournaments, and they go around to other tournaments.
Yeah.
So if you're interested to kind of get to know those people more, do some training / theory crafting. I highly recommend that server. Also, I need to still talk to Dan about this, but we were thinking about running test tournaments earlier on every month. So we do our tournaments typically towards the end of the month to give time for a tournament meta to kind of work itself out, plus give a chance for anything new to kind of throw a nice little curveball, because shit usually gets released in the middle of the month. So I'd love to see that, but Dan, keyboard mashing, had suggested doing like a test tournament to kind of, I guess, test your theories out, have, grab a bite, grab a drink, and fuck people up with Pokemon. So that being the case, look forward to some announcements. We will be posting those. But yeah, baby, we're back like those fucking dinosaurs.
And one other thing.
Where are the dinosaurs at? Where's your "We're Back" poster?
I need to get one.
Motherfucker!
I'm so sorry.
There's so many posters.
I'll get one. I actually looked for a while. They don't have them in big size, but I will find one. The other thing, and I just realized it because the date of the November one seemed familiar. So DakuCon, which is another convention that we are invited to, is also the same weekend.
That weekend?
As Community Day. So it'll be November 15th through 17th. And it's at the Radisson Hotel, Denver East or Southeast. So you should definitely go check it out. It's very similar to your regular convention, but it's more toward an adult crowd, so it doesn't cater to families, so it's not all kiddie Disney kind of deal. It's more just like, hey, this is action, this is whatever. So you guys should definitely go and check it out. There'll be a lot of nerdy stuff, of course, games, comics, anime, tabletop games, and video games and so forth. But then it's also just more kind of adult focused, so 18 and up crowd. But we're going to try to be there hopefully on the 17th, which is a Sunday. Sunday. So that way we can kind of... It would be. But
in Pokemon news, Cosmic Eclipse set starts coming out Monday, and we have pre-release on Sunday.
Are you serious?
I still want shiny Charizard.
Biggest set, 278 cards, bitch.
Jesus.
That's too much, dude.
But back to the convention stuff. So it'll be that weekend, so definitely go check out that con as well. It should be pretty fun. It'll be their third con, so support your local con.
Alright, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
Put your dick away.
No release date for the passes yet, but they said they will be coming out soon.
Thank you for checking on that information, Remy. I would be so lost without you.
I felt just irradiated in sarcasm there.
Maybe?
I'm never sarcastic.
Okay.
He's so honest.
Yeah. As honest as a pterodactyl.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
He's just like,
I swear to God.
Anyway.
I swear to God.
Alright, well anyway, we back, baby.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, bye.